What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician. Myself today is a Patreon request for Jason. This is the return of Xenosaga, Kokoro. Don't know what that means, but yeah, it's been a while since I've done some Xenosaga, and I still have no idea. I'm sure the comments have told me so many times, and yeah, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that the Xenoblade saga and Gears, they're all connected, but they might not be. Anyways, from what I do know about Xenosaga, it's the music is kind of more on the tranquil side, if I recall correctly. Either way, it's been a while. Let's go. It's a new year. Kokoro. Oh, we're starting strong.
I've been watching you a while since you walked into my life. Monday morning, when first I heard you speak to me, I was too shy to let you know, much too scared to let my feelings show, but you shielded me, and that was the beginning. Now at last we can talk in another way, and though I try, I love you. It's just so hard to say. If I only could be strong and say the words I feel. My beating heart begins to race
This is perfect.
when I turn to see your face.
No.
I remember that sweet dream which you told to me. I wanted just to be with you,
Just pretend it has fuel in it.
so we could make the dream come true. And you smiled at me, and that was the beginning. Now at last we can talk
Xenosaga, huh?
another way.
Okay.
And though I try, I love you. It's just so hard to say.
I feel like I'm just like floating through a field or something.
Could be strong and say the words I feel.
Oh, I was gonna say the bass is really full. Kind of hard to hear, but oh, wow. You guys have to hit your lighters for me. Mine didn't work. You gotta live vicariously. Really nice cadence. This is great. Wow, what a start to my night. It's the first thing I hear in a while. I love stuff like this. I'm just gonna get right into it. I love ballads. I'm a huge sucker for them. I don't know when Xenosaga came out, but to me, this kind of screamed like mid 90s, late 90s, kind of the whole like Celine Dion era. I love that stuff. This reminded me of a lot of songs, a lot of different songs, which I think is the most interesting part about my breakdown that's coming up. Usually I write like notes of like, the music going on. The only really note that I took musically was the bass was really nice and smooth, but honestly the vocal cadence was extremely catchy. I really love the vocals. I don't know who the singer was, but incredible work. But most of what I wrote were just songs that it reminded me of, which is a lot. First thing that came to mind, which is not the one that's most accurate, but it's just the first thing that came to mind, was Eyes on Me from Final Fantasy VIII. Kind of just the same sort of, atmosphere. So at first I thought the song seemed very credits or ending, or obviously something really along the lines of like a big pivotal story point, as Eyes on Me is. And also reminded me of a song I reacted to. I forgot the name. It's from Legend of Dragoon. It's on the channel somewhere, and I'll put it up here if I remember. And then it really reminded me of some songs that weren't from video games, and it kind of changed my perspective. And I'm going to ask a question. So instead of now where the feeling was ending and something sad, the songs that it reminded me of was one from a group called Secret Garden, and it's called Sleep Song, which I love. And then there's another song which I haven't heard in years, and I'm going to listen to it after this. I don't remember the artist, but I know it's called Sleepy Maggie, and it reminded me of that also. So we have two instances where it really reminds me of sleep. So now I'm starting to think, oh, maybe this is more of like a dream state or sleep, or even passing, something on the ethereal kind of side. Maybe not fully conscious, something like that. So that's kind of what I got for. It's just when there's songs like this that don't really necessarily sound like VGM, and it just kind of sounds like a song you might hear on the radio. Not nowadays, but at some point, it always puts me in this kind of, well, this is a very significant part, because I really don't envision the gameplay having this all the time. It could, but I just don't see that. I usually, stuff like this has this time and place, so it hits a lot harder. If it was full of stuff like this all the time, it might lose its luster, maybe not. But I just don't see it. Then again, this is just what I get as a first-time listener. I get somewhere between, really important credits, whatever. But I think mostly now, the fact that I compared it to two songs with sleep in the title, I'm starting to think it's more of that like lucid state. So that's what I got. But it is Yasunori Mitsuda, so that's why I keep saying that it's probably related. And The reason I say that is because, I get a lot of comments all the time, every day, and I'm sure someone has already said, like, how they're connected or not connected. I just can't remember every comment that I get, and I don't, look up everything all the time. Otherwise, I couldn't keep track. I can only remember so many things. My file cabinet is loaded. But I like Xenosaga, and I think Xenogears as well, because of the kind of different sides of Yasunori. Like he's not just like shredding it up. It's just more of his abilities are, they're large, and they're really impressive. And he's become actually one of my. I get this question a lot, like, who are some of your favorite composers now? And did you get new ones? Whatever. I'm like, yeah, well, he's one of them. He's up there with like Nobuo to me, and just he's clearly. There's Yuzo Koshiro as well. Like, there's a lot, but there's some that have just been around a long time and know what they're doing, and also have a huge palette. They're not just known for one thing. So, my first impression of him, I don't even know what that song that was, but, it's clearly still surprising me to this day. And, at the time of recording this was requested last year. So, sorry about that, but I have a lot of requests, right? So the fact that it's, what I'm saying, like, it's still hit. And I can only imagine, because this is the identity of my channel, when people say, like, well, you need context. Yeah, I know. All of them, I need context. But that's kind of the magic of it. I still get something, even though I have no idea what's going on. I don't have visuals. I see what looks to be a cover art and a cross, and that's it. So I'm only going off the music. Anyways, thank you for that. And it's always a good day when Yasunori makes an appearance. But let me know, of course. I always ask questions. Let me know. And I'll put those songs that I was talking about in a pinned comment so you can hear them and see if they're similar to how I think they are. But I always ask questions because I do like to know, even though I won't remember them later, I'll still see them and get some answers. So yeah, Xenosaga Kokoro. So please tell me what that means as well. Is that a name, or does that mean something? I don't know if that's another language. Anyways, if you want to make a request to me, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine if you don't mind waiting. There is a huge wait. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum tier, which as of right now is full. I've never said that before. But, it comes and goes. Just look out for it. The Platinum tier is a perk I provide on Patreon, which skips the line, essentially. Big thank you to my current supporters. That is Kevin, Patrick, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, Kalanin, Gardelane, DJ Singletone, Mushimiri, Jordan, and Fissy. Full stack of 10. Thank you all so much, and thank you for watching and supporting VGM and all that. I will see you all in the next video. You're going to see a lot of videos from me very, very soon. Take it easy, everyone. My name is Jesse. This has been the Auditorium. Peace.